Hello. Today is Sunday, April 13th, 2025, and I'm excited to share with you on a topic that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is the topic of never ever closing your business. And when I say that, I don't mean never ever close the business that you have. What I mean is kind of always have a business of your own. You may need to close the business you have right now for certain reasons, or maybe you need to change the business, tweak the business, alter the business and how it's run. We all have reasons to change course in our lives and in our businesses, but I think it's really important to have a business all the time. So the title of this video, which is Do Not Close Your Business Ever, doesn't mean don't ever change your business or don't close your business and open a new one for a specific reason. For example, when I moved from one state to another, I did close the business I had and I reopened it in a different state under a different corporate structure for certain specific reasons that had to do with taxes and advice from my accountant and so forth. So I did formally close it, but I didn't close it and stop doing it. So there are some reasons to close a business, but what I'm suggesting is that you always have a business. Like, don't ever close your business and not have a business at all. I think this is really important. And as I always say, I don't have advice, but I do have experience. And I'm also looking at the world the way it is today and looking at the direction the world is going in and what I very clearly see in the future and what I have actually seen and experienced for at least the past 25 to 30 years is that the people who have a business of their own are more financially stable in a lot of ways and also happier and more fulfilled in many ways long term than those who don't. And the good news about that is that entrepreneurship and small business ownership is more accessible to everyone than it's ever been in the past. So when I say that people who have a business are better positioned for the future than people who don't, it's not anything that is um, more available to some people and less available to others. There has been a democratization of small business ownership and entrepreneurship over the past few decades. The ability to have a business today is the playing field is level. It's pretty much level because if you have a phone, you have a business. Like you have the ability to sell something that you can access pretty readily, either from someone else or from yourself. And if you have a phone, you can sell it because you can set up an affiliate program, you can set up a Cash App, you can set up a Venmo, you can set up TikTok sales, you can set up Instagram sales, you can set up your own website, which is recommended, by the way, over all of the other options so that you have ownership and control because you don't own TikTok, you don't own Instagram, but you can sell things right here on YouTube, which is where I'm loading this video for the first time. I might share it other places as well, but the first place I'm putting it is on YouTube. So the truth of the matter is that there's so many options today. And once you start a business and you've run it for a while, you know how to start a business. So if anything happens to your first business, you know how to start a business. So guess what that means? You can start another one. Once you know how to do it, you can do it again. Like once you know how to ride your first bike and something happens to your first bike, you can get another bike and you can ride that one. Once you have your first car and you know how to drive it, if something happens to it, it breaks down, someone steals it, it You want to buy a new car, you want to sell your car, it's in a wreck. If anything happens, guess what? You can buy another car and you can drive that one too. It's the same thing in business. Once you embrace and understand the basic principles associated with starting, growing, nurturing, and scaling a business, once you know how to do that, that's a skill that no one can ever take away from you. So when I say never close your business ever, that's what I mean. Like always have a business. And I think that in my experience and from what I have observed, and I've coached and mentored thousands of business owners over the years, thousands of them. And I've seen a lot of businesses come and go. I've seen them start, I've seen them stall, I've seen them stop and start again. And I've seen patterns. I've noticed patterns. And I've been doing this long enough to notice a lot of patterns. And one of the patterns I notice is that when people stop their businesses and they for whatever reason, and they, instead of retooling them or stopping them for a very specific reason so that they can shift, so that they can maybe make some changes so the business can be better, or so that they can take advantage of what they've learned and make it better like the next time around in a very short period of time. If they let too much time go by between the time they stop doing their business and when they pick it up again, they generally never pick it up again. Or if they do, a lot of time goes by and it takes a long time and a whole lot of energy to get that momentum back. So, there's an old saying, I'm paraphrasing here because I can't remember the quote exactly, but when you fall off a horse, you need to get back up on that horse quickly, or it takes a long time to get back on the horse, or you never get back up on the horse. Because the amount of time between when you stop doing something and when you start up again, the longer that period of time is, the longer your momentum slows and the less amount of energy you have to get back to it. It's like an object that stays in motion, that is in motion, stays in motion, and an object not in motion, it's hard to get that object back in motion again. And we are like objects, like we're physical beings. So when we stop, if we stop for too long, it's hard to get going again. So if you lose your momentum, if you let it go, it's hard to get it going again. So don't close your business ever, as in don't stop. Like keep going. Even if life happens to you, as life often does, you may have an ill relative that you have to take care of. You may have something physical happen to you. These things happen. Um, when they do, and they will, because it's not a when, it's not an if, it's a when, you know, and you gotta just adjust and keep going. Just adjust your sails. Don't put your sail down, right? Keep your sail up. Don't put your sail down. Just adjust the sail. Pause the sail for a short period of time. Don't put your sail down. Don't do that to yourself. Keep your business going, even if you have to cut back on the products, cut back on the contracts, scale back on hiring people to help you, scale back on your vendors, scale back on your manufacturing, whatever it is. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Ever. Don't ever let it go. Entrepreneurship is not just a way to make money. It's a way to stabilize yourself in a really crazy world. And today we are in a really crazy world, and we have been for several years, and we're going to be. Like the world is a little bit nuts. And entrepreneurship is one way to stabilize yourself. Is it easy? No, but neither is having a job. That's not easy. Nor is it stable, by the way. Working for someone else, not stable. Life is not stable. But you can create stable pockets in your life, pockets of stability. Hopefully, you can create them around yourself. And they can be the people you love, your family, your really good friends. And another pocket of stability can be the business that you own, the business you started from scratch yourself, the business that you pour your heart and soul into, the business you believe in, the brand that you're building. Entrepreneurship is the best personal development tool on the planet, bar none. It will teach you so much about yourself and train you and raise you and make you a better person. You will become more adept at handling the whirlpool of life if you can handle a business of your own. And I'm not talking about a big business. I'm talking about a small business, a real small business where you are in control of everything, where you are the master of what's going on. And you are creating something that is adding value to your customers, your buyers, your clients, that is adding value to the world, making the world a better place as you're also improving your own life and the lives of your family members. There's nothing like that. There really isn't. And that's what we talk about here at this channel, like not just about business, but about what business does to enhance your life and how in turn that gives you a chance to enhance other people's lives. Like that interconnection, that's just amazing. And you want to keep that going in your life. So do not close your business ever. That's what I'm thinking about today. And I'm wondering what you think about what I'm thinking. What do you think about that suggestion? What do you think about that way of living? It's really a way of living. It's a way of enjoying life, owning a business of your own, something that you created out of nothing that did not exist before you dreamed it up in your head. That's when it was created the first time in your head. And then the second time it was actually created in life. And now it's yours and you get to share it with the world. And it would not be here if it wasn't for you. That alone is empowering all by itself. And to be able to keep it going and learn and grow along with your business and develop the relationships that become so meaningful in your life because you have your own business. And because when the world gets a little crazy, you're able to say, okay, I see you, world, you're a little crazy, but you know what? I got this. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to get stronger because of it. And because I get stronger, because you get stronger, your business also gets stronger. And when your business gets stronger, your clients and customers get stronger. And when they get stronger, your community gets stronger. And when communities get stronger, our countries get stronger. And when they get stronger, the world gets stronger. We are all connected. And a lot of the reason why we're connected is because of small business owners like you and me who never, ever give up on ourselves and who do not close our businesses ever. I'd love your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow.